Hi, Babblefish5 here. I'm going to tackle trail snacks today. And today we're going to do a trail bruschetta. Now, a bruschetta is just a piece of bread that's been toasted and has had something put on top of it to add flavor. This is a trail bruschetta that's going to have a lot of garlic taste to it and some tomato taste to it. It's a real good thing to carry on the trail. And the bread portion that we're going to have on this is going to be a garlic chip. And I got to warn you, these garlic chips are like crack on the trail. It's really tough to keep from eating these things. So let's get started on a nice trail snack on this episode of the Hungry Hammock Hanger. The shopping list for today is one 14-ounce can of Great Northern white beans, 28 ounces of peeled and crushed tomatoes, and 6 cloves of fresh garlic, 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, the juice of 2 lemons, and the zest from one of the lemons that you squeeze. Put everything into a blender. Start with your crushed tomatoes because that will make everything go a lot smoother. Put your lid on and liquefy for about 2 or 3 minutes in your blender until the paste is smooth. You'll notice the paste will be a little bit thin. That's okay. We're going to take care of that when we rehydrate. This will actually concentrate the flavors and make your paste taste a lot better. This is a good thing. Pour out your bruschetta paste on a fruit roll tray if you're using your dehydrator, or on a cookie sheet if you're using your oven to dehydrate. Make sure once you have it out there to give everything a really good shake. Dehydrate at 135 degrees for 10 to 12 hours. This may take a little bit of time to get it the right way. Your bruschetta paste is done when it's dry and crumbly and has an almost leather-like consistency. Now let's make the garlic chips so we can have something to put the bruschetta paste on. Buy a day-old French baguette. No need to get the fresh ones, buy the marked down ones to keep this cheaper for you. Take the French baguette and cut it into 1/4 inch slices. Make sure you try to get those even through all of it. Take a cup of chicken broth, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of garlic powder and mix them all together really well until things get dissolved. Take your baguette slices and put them in a bowl and let them soak on one side only for about 15 to 20 seconds. There's no need to do both sides. Put them on a regular dehydrator tray, the wet side up, or on a cookie sheet if you're using your oven to dehydrate. Dehydrate your chips at 135 degrees for 8 to 10 hours. Your chips are ready when they crumble apart real easy. They're going to be very dry and very tasty. Make a lot of these when you do make them because they don't last very long at all. The bruschetta paste recipe makes about 4 servings, and you'll need about 4 to maybe 5 chips per serving of the bruschetta paste. To rehydrate this, you'll want to put just enough cold water to just cover the paste flakes. This takes about 45 minutes to an hour to rehydrate, and you're going to need to work it every now and then. What you're looking for is a toothpaste consistency to your paste on this. One of the things I do is I put water in this right after I finish my breakfast, and then I just work it a little bit for a minute or two, and then I put it in my pack somewhere that's easily accessible. So by the time I'm going to sit on the side of the trail and have a quick snack, this is all ready to go. Now, on your garlic chips, I soaked mine in chicken broth. But chicken broth, vegetable broth, and beef broth will work just as fine. It just adds flavor. If you want to keep this thing vegan, then use vegetable broth. And I'm going to do you a solid on this one and give you another tip out there. You don't have to use French bread baguettes. You can use any other type of white or wheat bread for this. You can always just find whatever breads is sitting, whatever bread you like, and use it. I would suggest getting the day-old stuff that's been marked down. This is all going to get toasted anyway, and you're going to add a lot of flavor to it. So don't waste the extra money to go out and get the fresh stuff. Another thing that you can use for this is bagels. You know those bagel chips that you buy in the store in the little bags that have all the flavor on them, and they're about $3 to $4 for them? You can do that for half the cost. Buy the same thing, buy the day-old bagels, and you want to use the same process as with this. 1/4 inch slice to it, same type of process, same temperature, same dehydration time. and it works just great. You can make those things for less than half the cost of them. So don't bother buying those bags. They're just not worth it when you can do it on your own and do a better job. To put your bruschetta together, put about a tablespoon of your paste onto your bread and eat it, and enjoy the trail goodness. This trail bruschetta is an awesome thing to carry on the trail. I usually carry this around in the fall time. It's easy to make, quick to make, and it's cheap. It doesn't require any heating at all. There's no cooking and there's no heating things on the trail. So give it a try. I think you're going to like it. If you like this video, please give me a positive rating. You can find this recipe and others on the Hungry Hammock Hanger website, and you can follow the show on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the trail.